Ice cream mindfulness. To begin this exercise, you will need an ice cream. It can be any flavor or brand. But for this example, I will refer to Yao Yao, which is my younger daughter's favorite. So, go ahead and get your ice cream. I will wait for you for a while. Once you have your ice cream, take a moment to settle into the present moment, letting go of any distractions or concerns. As you take a few deep breaths, feel the air entering and leaving your body, centering your attention on the simplicity of breathing. Now bring your awareness to the Yao Yao ice cream with its caramel topping in front of you. Observe the dessert, noticing its colors and textures. See the smooth, creamy surface of the yogurt and the glossy sheen of the caramel drizzle. Allow yourself to appreciate the appearance of the ice cream. What is the feeling tone of your seeing? Is it pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? Consider the feeling tone of your hearing, the sounds around you, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. What about the feeling tone of your smelling? The cool air, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? How does it feel when you hold the cup? Pleasant? Unpleasant? Or neutral? What's the feeling tone of your thinking? Any thoughts or feelings that arise? Are they pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? Do you notice any anticipatory pleasure? As you take your first spoonful, bring your full attention to the sensations in your mouth. Feel the coolness of the yogurt and the warmth of the caramel as they mingle on your tongue. Notice the contrast between the tangy yogurt and the rich sweetness of the caramel. Fully immersing yourself in this experience without rushing. As you continue to eat, tune into the feeling tone of your tasting, perhaps noticing the comfort from the creamy texture or the delight from the blend of flavors. Acknowledge these pleasant sensations, observing how they naturally arise as you savor each bite. Notice how these pleasant feelings arise, shift, and fade away as you eat. Observe how each bite begins with a burst of flavor and sensation that gradually fades as the yogurt melts and the caramel dissolves. You might feel a slight longing for the next bite, a desire to prolong the pleasure, simply observe this without judgment. As the ice cream diminishes, pay attention to your experience. How do you feel as the last bite is swallowed? Is there a sense of satisfaction or perhaps a feeling of wanting more? Notice that the pleasant feelings have passed just as they arose. Reflect on whether their absence brings pain or if it leaves you in a neutral or even content state. In this moment, recognize that all experiences, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, are transient. The pleasure you felt while enjoying your ice cream does not last. Observe its natural passing without attachment, appreciating it for what it is while understanding that it is not permanent. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the pleasure of eating ice cream. But become aware that all sensory pleasures do not lead to lasting happiness. See how pleasures arise when your senses and mind come into contact with objects of pleasure. And observe the push in pleasures that urges you to crave for more. This craving is the cause of suffering, especially when you cannot get your ice cream the next time you crave it. when your ice cream falls to the floor, when your siblings take a huge bite, leaving you with little, or when you experience health issues after consuming too much ice cream. So allow the pleasure of eating ice cream to arise and pass away naturally without reacting to the push of pleasure, without craving more, without attachment, and without clinging to this transient sensory pleasure. Now gently bring your attention back to your breath. Sit with whatever feelings remain, whether they are of satisfaction, contentment, or simple neutrality. Know that it is possible to enjoy pleasure without attaching to it, and to let it pass without clinging to it. When you are ready, take one final deep breath. And bring your awareness back to your surroundings, carrying with you a sense of balance and peace in the understanding of the fleeting nature of all experiences.